Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word, love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shathir from the Chicago camp coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And this video that you're about to see is another piece of truth that's exposing bad Uncle Esau and a practice that truly testifies to his extreme base nature. Okay, so we're going to let this woman speak and then we're going to get some scripture.
And California is likely to be closed indefinitely. And here's why. This video is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is real and I have no facts to back any of this up. This happened October 13th of this year. This is mind-blowing. So a family from Los Angeles visited Disneyland with their child. After about 2 hours, the child had to go to the restroom right before they were set to have lunch. When the child didn't return after 3 minutes, the parents went to go check on him. This is when the parents seen a man abducting this child and pulling him underground into some weird tunnel. This tunnel seemed to have just vanished underneath the fucking floor. The parents could only watch as the floor folded in on itself, and they never seen their child again. After this, the parents rushed out and found security personnel, told them what happened. So eventually the cops and security arrive and they almost don't believe the parents. Shocking. The police's argument was that it was almost impossible to believe because there were no visible signs on the floor. Until now, nobody has believed them, and the child is still reported as missing. And after this, the parents had to seek mental help because they insisted on what they saw was exactly what they saw. They weren't going to be made to look crazy. And the parents have stayed so consistent with this story, relentless, that there is currently a discussion about breaking the floor. Duh. So there are thousands and thousands of children that go missing from Disneyland. It's never reported on because it's Disneyland. It's the greatest place in the whole world, right? Some employees have been coming forward about their experiences in these underground tunnels. Some of these tunnels, employees weren't even allowed in. Disneyland claims that they are for costume changes. Rightfully so, but if they were, don't you think the employees would be allowed in them? Yeah. This should really not come as a shock to those who have watched the Disney movies and see the symbolism. I grew up to these movies. And man, are they so fucking twisted. Now, if Disney wasn't a perv, why do that? Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Disney...
A place that's supposed to be the greatest place on earth that for 100 years was dedicated to the entertainment and joy of young children is a cesspool of wickedness. This is a place where parents go in with their children and on many occasions leave without them. All because bad Uncle Esau has certain things they have certain practices that they do with these young folks. I'm trying to be very careful with my words here. Okay. And this is no secret. All right. This is how they get down. This is why you have movies like The Sound of Freedom. This is why you have people like Corey Feldman speaking out. This is why you have I think they've done a documentary and there's a book out. It's really old. I want to say it's called the Franklin Cover-Up, if my memory serves me correctly. And it all deals with these cases where young people are getting snatched up involuntarily from their parents. All right. You also got something that goes on. I believe it's either in the Netherlands or Belgium. I want to say it's probably Belgium. okay, where they have this thing called the most dangerous game. And it's like surviving the game just with a lot of young people. And their whole thing is to survive. And we all know many of them do not. And all these things are being brought to the light because it's time for this devil to be exposed. Okay? And that's why the scripture says, Obadiah 1:6, it says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up? The thing is, everything that deals with bad Uncle Esau and this whole world, okay, is being exposed because of the truth. And this truth is bringing to light all the evil deeds and wickedness that this world presents. First and foremost, being spearheaded by bad Uncle Esau. And then you put the advent of the internet with the smartphone and social media. Now these things are coming to light on a daily basis. And this is a horrible thing that unfortunately has gone unchecked for so many years. People going into Disney, and then the next thing you know, they don't have their children. They think they just might be lost, or worst case scenario, abducted. And then when the truth comes out about things like this with certain unholy practices, I mean, that for a parent, that's a devastating thought. I could only imagine. And see, this type of info is very condemning. Okay. Out of all the things that this devil tries to hide, this is one of the biggest ones. This is why, still to this day, nobody can 100% say for sure if old Jeff is really alive or is he not alive. This is the whole reason why this black book just mysteriously has not come to the light to shed any evidence on who else was participating in all these other illicit acts with Mr. Jeff. Because this is his biggest, dirtiest secret. And now that it's being brought to light, he is trying to scurry back in the dark. And even Yahweh Shai talks about that. What's that? John. John 3:17. It says, for the Most High sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. It says, he that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. And this is the point. This is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. Okay, for everyone that doth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deed should be reproved. And see, this is why bad Uncle Esau is scurrying back as far as he can into the darkness, because the first and foremost, the truth of this Bible is exposed to him. But when you link this Bible to who he is and these pagan practices, and how he's just picked up on these pagan practices and put his twist on it, oh man, this guy's running for the hills now. And he's truly being exposed for the devil that he is. And the more this stuff comes out, the more this guy is going to fight like a madman. This is why he has to shut down the internet, because these type of testimonies are getting out and exposing him for who he truly is. Which goes into that Revelation 12. I believe it's 12 and 12. And it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And why does he have a short time? Because his whole agenda has been exposed. The whole mystery behind this guy, as spoken of in Thessalonians, has now been revealed. Okay. We all know that the so-called white man is bad Uncle Esau, the so-called white man. Okay. We all know that he is the devil and Satan, the serpent of old. We know that he is the wicked. He was designed to bring absolute mourning, lamentation, and woe to the earth. We all know that he is the number one cause of why there is so much evil and wickedness being propagated in the entire world. And the deeds that he does, the way that he does it, is now being exposed. So the jig is up on him. Now he, like the scripture says, he's going to come down with that great wrath, because there's only so much that this devil can operate and move with all this truth coming out. Because the more the truth comes out, the less he's able to maneuver. And eventually this truth is going to back him into a corner, which he is now in, and he's going to have no other choice but to start letting that sword loose. Okay. And there's another story that I think I might get into that talks about something very similar, not necessarily about abduction, but just the vile nature of Esau and the system that he uses to cover up his vile crimes. But that's all I wanted to say on this. I hope you all were edified. Till the next time, we're going to say Shalom.